Jayco White Hawk 27 RBOK here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Finally, a travel trailer with an outside kitchen and no bunks. Not everybody, has a bunch of grandkids that they need to sleep, or a bunch of kids. Some people just want an outside kitchen, and this is a perfect couples camper. It has so much storage and so much living space. You're gonna love it. One of the number one questions I get is, what is a White Hawk? And I think people they don't want, obviously it's a travel trailer, it's a lightweight. I don't think that's what they mean. They want to know, what is the story behind this thing? And I think the best way to describe it is, if I called this a J-Flight Ultralite, you'd already know what it is. J-Flight is the number one selling travel trailer since 2005 and counting. And basically, in almost every way, this is effectively just the ultralight version of that coach. There are a few differences, and I'll touch on those as we go, but that's the general story. Because you have so many similarities between the two. You have the 2-year warranty because this is built better. This is a very well constructed lightweight. I don't know of really many other lightweights that do have that double length warranty. Things like your power awning, your power tongue jack, just like its J-Flight brother that is so proven over time. It has a better grade motor in like the awning and the tongue jacks. They're going to last longer. They don't have to work so hard to operate, and that means that it's going to be more reliable over time and have a lesser chance of failure. Now, the big difference obviously in this is the shell. Your interior between this and a J-Flight is quite similar, but the shell is where they're so different, because this has the same 5-sided vacuum laminated construction of something like an Eagle Premier or a Pinnacle. So a lot of lightweights, you can walk up, you can knock on the sidewalls and they're nice and solid, but walk up to the sidewall of a slide out and thump it like that. And you're gonna find that a J-Flight thumps, or pardon me here, the White Hawk thumps back. Same with the rear wall, the front wall. It is all fully laminated. And there is a difference in lamination between pinch rolling and vacuum bonding. Long story short, vacuum bonding has shown itself to have a lesser instance of failure, lesser chance of things like delamination. It's the better method for long-term investment. If you're only going to own something for 2 or 3 years, it doesn't matter. If you want to own something long-term, that's when you buy a Jayco. Out here we have a full outdoor kitchen. I mentioned you have the grill will mount on the bumper. It's on a swing arm. It swings around so that when you're standing right here, you have access to the grill, Dad's medicine cabinet, my favorite part. That's where you keep the barley pop. Now notice that in Jayco's outdoor kitchen, they're also putting things like microwaves in here, and they mount them on a bias so that they're a lot easier to get to and use. You also have a pull-out stove here so that you can have the steaks or the burgers on the grill behind you, and the beans going on, your side dishes going over here. This does have a easy use awning. I mentioned push button power awning. Notice the size of it. It's nice and big. It goes right up to the outdoor kitchen. There is also a lighting strip at the base of the awning, not in the awning tube. That means you can use it at night even when the awning is in. They have wide stance axles on here. The idea behind that is that if your wheels are close together, the trailer's more inclined to fishtail a little bit. When they're farther apart, it's a lot harder for it to skid side to side. We also like to add the Glacier Package to these, which encloses and insulates the underbelly. So this is a good extended season camper. And this big 27-footer with a super slide comes in at only 5,700 pounds as built. That is the dream weight for something like half-ton towability. Real quick, this is called Brick, this color scheme right here, the leatherette sofa and the lighter color mocha sort of fabrics. We sell a bunch of these White Hawks, and they might come in different colors. The pictures you see might look different. We try really hard to make the pictures match the actual unit. This video is here just kind of really tell you about the White Hawk. So if your videos or your unit's equipped different from this video, that's why. I like that they put these dark accented batten strips in here because it draws attention to the fact that this entire thing has a domed interior headliner. That means it's 7 foot tall at the pinnacle. That is going to make an extreme difference when you're in the shower, and just your cabinetry in general is going to be bigger. This is a full pull-out tri-fold memory foam sofa, so you can sleep a couple people there if need be, and you can also sleep a few people here. This thing folds down into a 7-foot bed. So you can easily sleep 2 adults, if not 3 or 4 here in this living room. You notice that your table is freestanding, so if you want to pull this thing out, you can do that. You can fold it down and use it like a coffee table in front of the sofa. Take it outside, do whatever you want. The kitchen is beautiful, and it's Very standard for a White Hawk kitchen, but that's saying something. That's not meant to be derogatory. You have some extra tall shelves in here, or cabinets in here rather. You have some big spaces for big things. Even the smaller cabinet. This is the Jayco spare tire cover. I folded this in quarters and put it in here so that you get an idea compared to a spare tire how large that is. You have extra big countertops here. You see how drastically this sweeps out. What that allows for are these extra big drawers. You have 3 of these big drawers, and then one that's just a little bit smaller for general utility use. They couldn't make that drawer as deep because of things like the sink over here. Now, in most lightweight trailers, well, most travel trailers, period, you get a 6 cubic foot fridge. A White Hawk, again, like a J-Flight, gets a standard 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer. It's 33% larger. That's the difference between an extra day or two at your campsite or fighting in line at the grocery store. Now, we also have a nice big pantry over here, so again, you can keep this thing really loaded up, and I love how wide this is. I saw a trend for many years where people are putting these really narrow pantries and things just to say, look, we have a pantry, but if you can't reach in there, it doesn't do you any good. A wide pantry like this you can really dig into. But the calling card of this floor plan is this awesome rear bathroom. You have a gigantic, easy walk-in shower here, not a travel trailer tub. Just like something you'd see in a high-dollar fifth wheel. And again, because we do have that extremely tall roof, you can actually stand up in this shower. That's something I like about it. Now, when you look over here, though, the outside kitchen is located under all this woodwork, behind that wall. So what they did is they just turned this into the biggest storage closet you can imagine in a lightweight trailer's bathroom. You have 3 of these massive pull-out drawers. And you notice that everything is all plywood constructed. It's not particle board and press board. And then you have a huge closet. If you could walk in, I call it a walk-in closet because it's about 2.5 feet deep. It's absolutely enormous. Moving forward here, the television is on a spinner setup, so it can face between the living room or the bedroom at night. And notice this does have a full private bedroom. There is a sliding door that closes over here, not a cheap curtain. LED lights, all the way standard, all the way through the entire interior here. Even in things like your pass-through storage up front under the bed or in the outside kitchen, there's LED lighting. They don't have incandescent bulbs here. You're not going to have to worry about the bulbs going out on you. TV is included. We've simply taken that out before I had a chance to shoot this video here. But again, on the spinner design, you see that one TV can face anywhere in the coach. Pardon me, between the living room and the bedroom. Now your stereo down here does everything, AM, FM, CD. It is DVD enabled. It is Bluetooth enabled. It is an all-in-one entertainment device. One of my favorite things is just a little spot to throw the shoes. You know, if you've ever been in a camper, shoes end up in this ugly pile by the door. I love a little shoe garage like that. And grandpas and grandmas will recognize this. This is the Timeout Seat. This, well, maybe not grandpas and grandmas because the grandkids can do no wrong, but mom and dad might recognize this as the Timeout Seat. But it does still serve the purpose of having some storage under there too. Up here in the bedroom, I do want to mention this is a full 80-inch queen bed. Queen sheets will fit this. And notice too little things like the little USB plugs so that you can keep your devices charged right here next to the bed. There are a lot of good things going on in this White Hawk I still haven't even talked about, like the windows, the fact that they all open for ventilation. A lot of good stuff like that. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping.